The other thing we're going to talk about today is something you're going to kind of roll your eyes about and say, why is she making us do this? I'm making you do this for a couple of reasons. I know you know the rules, and I know when we write, and especially when we type, we get lazy. So we're going to be reminded of the rules today, and then we're going to start using them today. Today we're going to talk about capitalization rules. I know, kindergarten, right? That's okay. This is going to be a short refresher, and then you can show me what you know on the assignment down below. I'm going to go really, really quickly through this presentation about capitalization rules. If you have any questions about anything, please send me an email and let me know. I just don't want to waste time on something that I know that you know. So let's talk about some capitalization rules. Sorry about that. Let's see if we can make this go. Here we go. We're going to capitalize the first letter of the first word in a sentence. This is not brand new information, but from now on, I expect you to do that with every sentence that you write. Sentences begin with capital letters every time. So, Bill left on the afternoon bus. Bill should be capitalized. Do you recognize that girl? The D of do should be capitalized. I think you get it. This one makes me crazy because I know that all your teachers before me have taught you this, and yet this is the rule we break most often. When you are talking about yourself and you use the pronoun I, the word I must be capitalized. Always. Always. Should I call you later? I think I'll call at 6 o'clock. Lewis and I shall both call you. Oops, I just remembered. I'm grounded from the phone. Every time we use the word I, it has to be capitalized. Please, please, please do that. I should be capitalized. I don't understand this assignment. May Susan and I work together. Mrs. Jones said, I don't think that's a good idea, but I'll make sure we are quiet. Every time I should be capitalized. If you're writing poems, the first word in the line is almost always capitalized. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that right now because that's actually kind of a author's craft kind of thing. And so this is a rule that can be broken, and I want to focus on the rules that we're not breaking. In a title, you should capitalize the first word, the last word, and all the important words in any title. You don't capitalize the little words, the a, and, the, and, but, or, nor, or any preposition that has 4 or fewer letters, unless they're the first or last word. The first and last word is always capitalized. So even though this is the word the, because it begins the title, it must be capitalized. But look here, sorry, Gone with the Wind, with and the are not capitalized. Of the Ghost of the Lagoon, not capitalized. So in Lord of the Rings, which words are we going to capitalize? The first and the last only. Sorry, allergies. Lord of the Rings. I'm just the first and the last, the L and the R. We always capitalize people's names and their initials. So we have George W. Bush, the G of George, the W, his middle initial, the B of Bush. We've got DJ in this class. We're going to capitalize the D and the J. You capitalize the days of the week, the months of the year, and special days like holidays. So Tuesday, always capitalized. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't need to keep going. I think you get it. July, August, September, all capitalized. Special days like Arbor Day or holidays like Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, all capitalized. You capitalize mother and dad and uncle if you can insert the person's name. So instead of saying, I don't call my dad Jay because he's my dad, I say, has dad gone to the store? I'm talking about one specific person. Dad, it's capitalized. I know Uncle Dwayne, so Uncle and Dwayne are both going to be capitalized. But if I just say, where's your mom? Or my dad has gone to the store, mom and dad are not capitalized in that sense. Or if I just say my uncle is crazy, he tells crazy stories, uncle is not capitalized. If I said Uncle Dwayne tells crazy stories, then I would capitalize uncle. So Aunt Susan, both should be capitalized. My grandma should not. Cousin Fred, both should be capitalized. Your father should not. If you have questions about that, let me know. That can be a little tricky. We capitalize names of organizations like Boy Scouts of America or American Red Cross, Kiwanis Club, National Honor Society. We capitalize the name of institutions, so Fairview School, Boston College, Grady Hospital, all capitalized. Business names like Delta Airlines, Holiday Inn, Ingalls, all of those would be capitalized. Pizza Hut, Barnes and Noble, the and would not be capitalized, but the first and the last would be. You can capitalize the name of famous structures like London Bridge or the Washington Tunnel, the White House, Statue, and Liberty, not of. All of those should be capitalized. The names of very specific geographic places: Indian Ocean, Pocono Mountains, the Midwest, Cape Cod, the Gulf of Mexico, not of, and Germany, all should be capitalized. The names of historical events. So we're going to talk about the American Revolution this year in social studies. You will talk about the Declaration of Independence. Those are historical documents. The U.S. Constitution, all capitalized. The Gettysburg Address, the war between the states, the Civil War, all capitalized. Anytime you talk about a language, the name of that language is capitalized. So we speak English. English is capitalized. Spanish, Russian, French, all capitalized. We're not going to spend time on this. We'll talk about this when we start to do outlines for a paper. When you're writing dialogue, dialogue is written conversation. The very first word in the quote, the very first thing Harvey says, "How old are you?" The how should be capitalized because it's the beginning of the sentence that he's saying, even though it's not the beginning of the sentence in the story. So Harvey asked, "How old are you?" "I am 10. I should say said Jody. I don't think Jody's sad. That's just a typo, so I'm sad. "You look older," Harvey said. Jody replied, "Everyone says that." So the beginning of every quote should be capitalized. You capitalize the brand name of something, but not the actual product. So if you have a Ford van or a Ford truck, you would capitalize Ford, but not van or truck. Mayfield ice cream, the brand, Mayfield, is going to be capitalized, but not the ice cream itself. Lay's potato chips, capitalize Lay's, but not the potato chips. Religions, religious documents, names of churches, names for a supreme being. So Christian would be the name of a religion. Palmcroft Baptist Church, the name of a specific church. These are proper nouns. Um, if you're talking about a California beach, California is going to be capitalized, but beach isn't. This kind of goes along with like Lay's potato chips. The Memorial Day parade, the holiday itself is capitalized, but the parade is not. English muffin, English is going to be capitalized, but muffin should not be. Christmas vacation, Christmas, the holiday, is capitalized. Vacation should not be. You always capitalize the first word of a greeting and the closing of a letter. And directions when they refer to a region of a country, um, or just a region of the world. So, like, Georgia is in the South. He lives in China, which is also called the East. But we wouldn't say Georgia is, and put a capital S there, south of Tennessee. That doesn't work. Georgia is in the South. That works. So, not when we're talking about where it is in relation to something else, but when we're using it as a direction, then it's capitalized. I went super fast through that because I think you know these things already. But here's what I'm also noticing: we're typing a lot more now. And I think you might not know how to make a letter capitalized sometimes. To make any letter capital when you're typing, you hold the shift key down and then type that letter. You're going to be doing that when you're doing your type to learn lessons. But just in case you don't get there before you need to know that shift key, you can hold the shift key down in that letter and it capitalizes it. I see a lot of you putting down caps lock, typing a letter and then letting off the caps lock. You can do that. It's an extra step. I feel like, and as you get faster, I think you're not going to want to do that. You're going to want to use the shift key, but right now that's just personal preference. So do whatever makes you happy. Um, the activity today, you have to type out your answers. So I need you to know how to make a letter capital. I have written sentences with no capital letters, and you are going to have to write that sentence correctly and put the capital letters where they belong to get full credit. Okay,